Glad to see Herb Dean finally being exposed for that BS stoppage after Blades tripped and fell against Derek Lewis. I agree, dude. That was such a non-good stoppage. That was a terrible stoppage. I agree. You think Izzy sold his last 3 fights for Pereira too? Yes, I think so, yeah. Aspinall lost vision in left eye. Major surgery. Out for 2 years. No, he's not. Dana just had a fucking interview saying, no major injuries, you guys. The eye's fine. All of this. He still can't see, by the way. But the eye's fine now and all of this. Impression of Ian falling over in the shower. I've landed on the fucking plunger. Oh my, that feels good. Impression of James Krause gets questioned by Kash Patel. I didn't fucking do nothing. What?
No, you did. I know you did. Of course, I know you did.
Oh, there you go. Money Moit must have been in hella rigs. Been too quiet. Yes. Yeah, he seems real silent on this whole scandal. Glover finishing Prime Yan. One of the best aged light heavyweight wins. That was one of the best aged ones, yeah. A lot of people have beat Yan now, though. Even though they haven't, if you know what I'm saying. We need Lionheart to return for the UFC White House card. It won't be the same without him. Thank you, Stephen Nevets. Appreciate that. Can I get an early prediction for the Nickel fight? I think he'll win. I think he'll lose to Rodolfo Vieira. I don't even know what to say about that. We'll see. What if the government not corrupted by foreign entities, brother? What if it's not corrupted by foreign entities? He did go off on that, yeah. But he might have got the call. You never know. You're very oblivious to not see that. They actually say it out loud. But you have to... I guess gay people don't see it that way. But gay people have an extinction fetish based on self-hatred. So it's a different vibe with them. They're not actually gay. There's no such thing. It's just a humiliation fetish. Impression of Patel arresting Sal Killed.
Come here, you. You're taking out too many of my people.
Impression of Jones apologizing to Dana. He did say that. I might make a video about that tomorrow. I will.
Guys, come on. Dana, come back, boo. Please.
What's one fighter you would be scared to encounter in public, not counting Jones or the Dagestani fighters? Ian Gary. I know Ian Gary would start some shit. If Ian Gary fronted off, like, got in my face, I'd get poked in the chest. A lot, I reckon. Dana fled Boston because he owed Whitey Bulger money. 16 million sounds like mob money. Could be he be turning a blind eye in exchange for not getting whacked? Didn't he get near beaten to death for that? But yeah, I did hear that he turned down mob money. I don't know if he owed him money. I'm pretty sure it's because he didn't. But that's his story, right? I don't know what the real story is. I just watched Usyk versus AJ too for the first time. That was the most cerebral performance I've ever seen. Also, AJ was cringe on the mic afterwards. Dude, AJ was so cringe on the mic, man. So insanely cringe. Thank you for the $5, dude. Thank you for the 5. AJ was cringe on the mic afterwards. He was. Yeah, he was so cringe. He did the, man, I bust myself out of jail for 2 years. And let me tell you, man. Yeah, blood, like, obviously I bust my case. And I managed to make a thing for myself. And, like, these are the moments that make or break you. And whatever you're going through. And he was going off on all of that type of stuff. And, like, Usyk's sitting there like, I'm the winner. What are you doing taking the mic? But AJ did very well in the Usyk fight. So, my chat, I really think this. AJ would have beaten Fury. I really believe he would have done. I get shit on for that as a boxing take. But AJ would have beaten Fury, I reckon. I could see it. Prime for, like, in his, like, Fury's returned prime versus AJ. I know you guys are based, so I'm, like, turning my back on the white guy. I get it. But I think, like, the Fury that fought Wilder and, like, the Fury that fought those guys, I think AJ would have beaten him. I think AJ would have, like, lost to Wilder, just style-wise. But I think AJ would have beaten Fury. I do. 50-50 at least, you got to give me it's a gamble of a fight. You can say Fury wins, but I think AJ would have got him. Fury's not as unhittable as he seems, you know? Eggweight Fury beats AJ. That's true, yeah. Dr. Eggman build Fury definitely wins, but that's a different version. But yeah, AJ did very well against Usyk. The way he was able to consistently land on him more than Fury was is insane. You think Flukas will be back before the December pay-per-view? Yeah. No. I don't know when he's going to come back. He can do what he wants. He'd probably come back after the fucking 311 event. Impression of JDM thinking, what the fuck is he talking about? Yeah, I don't know what you're fucking saying. Go and fuck a fucking dog. Just turns on Izzy. Thank you for the 5. Do you feel dumb finding out no fighters are bad, just throwing their fights, getting them and their families rich off Prize Picks code? What you mean, Lou? It's crazy. It's crazy allegations. Herzog Veins popping, insisting on extending time. Yeah, dude, Herzog's had a lot of them. The people have been posting a ton. We are taking over New York City next. Exactly, dude. I know how you guys roll, dude. You ain't slick. Gays might be oblivious to your techniques, but we are not, dude. We're on to you, buddy. I'm watching you. We're watching you. You ain't slick, dude. You see IBG the Waffler, Mexican Dagestani troll on IG? I've seen a post of him reacting to something on Twitter that I did, but I haven't seen anything else other than that. Is he big? Thank you for the 2. Impression of Yuri trying GTA 6 when it comes out in 2040. Impression of Yuri trying GTA 6 when it comes out in 20... Is he the guy with the glasses? I think I know who you're talking about. IBG the Waffler. Cool for him. Yuri trying GTA 6 when it comes out in 2040. You have to follow the traffic system. Did anyone else used to do that on GTA? This is the gayest thing ever. But just on a now and then. Just like really slow drive around and like follow the traffic and sit in traffic and wait for it to turn and sit at the lights. I don't know if that's the whitest thing I've ever said. But dude, I honestly used to do that shit so much. And then just get out and walk. Not role play. GTA RP is gay as fuck right now. But when it was like GTA 4, GTA 5 early days, before all of this RP stuff, just when you were there was no idea of like role playing in the game. Just like genuinely sitting in traffic and fucking. And around here, that's good. Maybe I'll go to the shops, get myself a new t-shirt for this moment. Yeah, that'll be good. Where's the shops on the map? All right, we've got to take a turn around here. Just like sort of really slowly go through it. I used to be the shit back in the day. Impression of Ian Gary trying to convince the lads he's one with the trousers, saying a lot of basic shit he thinks is power. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Oh,
I'm the one with the trousers. Now I get it. I actually told Layla that she's only allowed to get fucked by 2 men this week. And I put my foot down and I stood in her face and I said, no, you can't go out wearing that. That's far too covered up. You need to reveal your cleavage. And she looked at me and said, you know what, you're right. And at that moment, I put my foot down in my old house. And I made sure she was slutty enough to walk around outside. I caught her teaching my kid to be straight. And I said, no. I stepped in that room and said, stop that right now. This is my son. And you need to make sure he knows exactly the options that he has. So I told my son right there in front of Layla's bigoted fucking ass. And I said, you have the option to become a girl if you want to. And Layla's face was a shock, but I stood my ground.
Sorry, I'll stop this because it does plummet viewers. You see the reporter tried to make Sydney Sweeney apologize? Yeah, for saying that she might have good genes or even the illusion that maybe, just maybe, she wouldn't be self-hating as a white person. Yeah, it was crazy, dude. I can't believe that reporter tried to make her apologize. Look the fucking chokehold they got white people in, dude. Fucking hell, we're so gay right now. Impression of CTE Volk based Sydney Sweeney. Impression of CTE Volk noticing a pattern in crime stats. Hang on a minute. Alright, so I looked up violent crime and hang on a minute. So the LGBTQ said the white people are the problem, but I just looked up homophobic beatings and hang on a minute. That's pretty crazy. Vines was paid to take a dive against Gutierrez. Okay. True that. Without your comically famous impressions, how successful would your channel be in comparison to now? I don't think it would be as much. The streams wouldn't be as big. Maybe the videos wouldn't be as big, but I think the streams wouldn't be as big at all. Thank you for the 15 Australian dollars. Dementia Ian forgetting Layla gets Eiffel Towered.
Well, what's going on in there? Just some good old-fashioned French culture.
Thank you for the 10. Conor tried to pay off Dustin to stand and trade only in their second fight, which is why Conor looked like he didn't expect the shot and took away the money he was initially sending to his foundation. Thank you for the 10 Australian dollars. That's true. Yes, I agree now. I completely agree. Calf kicks were not in the script. If the first Paramount card has 2 title fights, which fight would you like it to be? The first Paramount card has 2 title fights. Which fight would you like it to be? I don't know. Thank you for the 5. The first Paramount card has 2 title fights. Aspinall Gone 2, Ilya Topuria versus Arman Sarukian. Probably is the main event over the heavyweight fight at that point. Impression of Sir Gary defending Layla's choice to get railed by other men while he's busy doing the dishes.
I need to mention that Layla has the right to get fucked by anyone, and I'll get back to scrubbing the loo.
Impression of Enlightened Ian Gary preaches universal race theory.
Diversity's good for all of our countries. We need to have Chinese, Nigerians, and Arabs in our countries, even though those people don't want others in theirs. But we're the correct ones.
Thank you for the 5. Some shit like that. Did you feel seen by Aljo after his tweets? Did I feel seen by him? He replied to my tweet I posted about it. So probably, yeah. New Vegas 111, add McVeigh versus Reese pick. I might go with McVeigh. I don't know yet. Let me think. Impression of Ian running into Stipe, thinking he's a third world, and inviting him to Raw Dog is woof. Ian running into Stipe, thinking he's a third world.
Please, no, it sounds like an accent. You can come live with me. I'll sleep on the floor.
Dana Rose Red Rock Casino, 30 million in the Vegas news. Damn. Yeah, a lot of coming out about Dana. CTE Volk seeing Sydney Sweeney in her grey dress. Even Bulgarian being like the Nelk fighter in the UFC was pretty crazy. CTE Volk seeing Sydney Sweeney in her grey dress. Alright, that looks pretty nice. Not revealing. Hold on a minute. Those are nips. Is that the one you're talking about? Impression of Chandler's kids asking for a boombox. I don't know. Thank you for the 2. Chandler's kids asking for a boombox. I don't care. Oh,
gee, man, I need to be a public nuisance, man.
Hate how Jones gets happy ending with Dana with the Aspinall fight. I know, it's horrible. He also said Stephen in Poirier 3 build-up interview, but about not explaining how he did him dirty behind the scenes. He also said to Stephen in Poirier 3 build-up interview about explaining how he did him dirty behind the scenes. All right. Is this something to do with McGregor Poirier and I don't know what your... So many donos go by. Is that about him being the charity thing to Poirier that you mentioned in the second fight and how that could be rigged? I don't know. Dream UFC fighter zombies lobby, not including you. Paulo Costa, Darren Till, Paddy Pimlet, and Manel Cap. 100% Manel Cap, dude, just so it gets dropped a couple of times in there. That's the dream lobby. Man, whoever not fucking buying the door, the fucking... So maybe Moicano, seeing as I accidentally just did his voice there anyway. Impression of Conor calling out Andy on voice note. Conor calling out Andy on voice note. Andy, I'm coming for you, Andy. Don't let me in, Andy. Thank you for the 2. It's good, that. Threatened by Conor. Tough, that. Impression of Ian telling Bilal, my wife's in your DMs. Hey, baby. Thank you for the $2. Impression of Cap not being revived because he had wind staff. Cap not being revived because he had wind staff, yeah. All of you not fucking pick me up are a bunch of fucking beep. I wish I could go method with the impression, but yeah. Saved Conor preaching God on X-Base. Praise the fucking Lord, yeah. If I started praying to him earlier, I would have won me fucking case. Impression of AJ telling his life story after Dubois KO. I bust my case open and made it happen. Impression of Conor confessing his sins to a priest, but at the end of each sentence, he takes a bump. Oh, fucking hell, man. It's too much with these fucking... Yeah, he fucking stuck a dumbbell on the end of me child.
What's going on the other side of the confession booth, Connor? It's dusty in here.
And then they said I needed to get out the house. And I said, we're on a fucking yacht, I'll drown. And then she told me to walk the plank.
Thank you for the 2. Impression of Andy and Paulo? No, not too many for $2. Would you go on Legion of Skanks while you're in the US? If it's convenient, yes. I wouldn't mind going on Legion of Skanks. Impression of Mike Tyson getting fearmongered about Irish gnomes?
And sometimes when you go out into the woods, they're there waiting for you. And they'll pounce on you. And you can't let women go alone, because once you leave the center of Dublin, they're waiting in the bushes to rape them. Yeah, they call that the Irish gnomes.
Mike, those are Pakistanis.
No, you don't get it. They were like these inbred-looking things. They can't have been human. They had these weird fringes, like it's like a Middle Eastern Edgar cut. It was weird.
You never know. Aljo responded to my tweet as well. I chat GPT'd an argument for him to get a title shot on Twitter. Let's ouch, lad. Opinion on Aljo's Twitter? Based. It's based. You know what it is, though? He's not... People are like... They spin it to be like... He wants them to be second-class citizens. It's not even that. It's just like they're a team and they want to take things over. Like, this is the thing. And it's kind of oblivious to act like they don't see things that way, you know? Thank you for the $2 Canadian. Impression of Andy reacting to Dan Hooker having a CTE spaz attack and doing nothing about it. It's good, that. Retard. Absolute retarded guy. Oh my god, dude. Fucking hell. Aljo's going off on Twitter recently, folks. It's pretty nuts. ADM. Thank you very much for the $2. DDP takes lines off his coach's 10. Alright, guys. Come on, folks. Did you make that Aljo tweet of Jack Cheat? No, dude. I didn't fucking tweet that fucking Aljo. Come on, lad. Don't be silly, you can't. Thank you for the 2. Aljamain Sterling deserves the next UFC featherweight title shot because he's a proven former champion who's already established himself as an elite competitor across divisions. After defending his bantamweight title 3 times against top-tier opponents like Peter Yan, TJ Dillashaw, and Henry Cejudo, Sterling moved up to featherweight and immediately made impact with a dominant win over Calvin Kattar, a clear statement that he belongs amongst the best at 145. With no obvious number 1 contender and many top featherweights already having received multiple title opportunities, Sterling offers a fresh yet credible challenge backed by championship experience. His elite grappling and pressure-based style present a fascinating stylistic test for the current champion. Whilst his pursuit of becoming a 2-division title holder adds major promotional and legacy value in every sense, merit, momentum, and marketability, Sterling has earned the next title shot at the featherweight crown. Actually, it cooked. Let's be real, it cooked. AI was cooking for that one, I reckon. If you party, you've probably done coke. Shocker. I disagree. I went to some parties. I never once thought about doing coke. The FBI has been investigating Johnny Walker for a while, not for fixing fights, but for attacking Anthony Smith's family. That's so true, yeah. Definitely something. That was almost code to I'm going to let you win by low kicking me. Impression of Aljo saying Guru hacked his account. Bomba clot! Real noticer. He a real noticer. Thank you for the 2. Aljo was robbed against Evloev, chat. You know what? I said that Evloev did more damage when he got dominant position, but I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe. Yeah, that's what we need to do. I really think so. Guru, you went on PKO? How did you know that? Guru, Rampage mentioned you last pod. How did you know I went on PKA? How did that leak? Guru, you went on PKA. Yeah, I did just do PKA podcast. How did you know that? You literally told us? Yeah, but I didn't tell you today. I literally just did it before I went live. You said it last stream? Oh shit, even I forgot it was going on, you know. I did see bedtime, dude. I manifested that. I actually made the networking connections, by the way. for that to happen, dude. So, yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah, I watched the bedtime bit. I've got like 7 minutes left of it, but I've been watching. Can't believe Lucas retired, but there would have been a big collab for him as well. Needs to check his DMs. Not with Tim Welch, but something else. Can't believe Moicano took the dirty money for the Islam fight. It's so true that he threw the fight. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, dude, yeah. What took you so long to go live? Been busy? Yeah, I have. I've been doing business stuff, trying to sort out this fucking national blacklist of things that I do. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm making things happen. So I should be I wanted to take the time to do it this week because I wanted to have like a clean schedule for the pay-per-view week, which I think is better. I wouldn't want to be trying to handle all this during the pay-per-view week. Sup, Julius Yaboa? We are Alja. Jiru's setting up the media interviews. We've lost him. I know, yeah, I'm networking. It's crazy. 5 fight nights of shit cards these past couple of days. Thank you for the 1 month for membership. They have. Did you give Kyle some shit for liking Jones? Yeah, we went on a few things. I don't know, Woody's a bit libs. But I don't know, it was alright. I think we just got along quite a bit, to be honest with you. I wasn't too argumentative. I think it was a good pod. I thought we all got along. They said they want me back on. They said maybe a part of the regular schedule, so we'll see what happens. But they seem cool. I like PKA. It's like a YouTube... What's the Jose Mourinho? This is YouTube heritage. You know what I mean? It's actually YouTube heritage. YouTube culture. I can't wait for JDM to make Islam soil his pants, sleep the ref, and repeatedly soccer kick Islam. I agree. That needs to happen. Will we ever know when you finally jump into a relationship or if it ever happens? Probably not, no. I'll keep my private life private, I reckon. I didn't realize that PKA was kind of based. I went on there being like, how based can I get? I didn't realize that they were that based. They were saying some shit and I was like, fuck, I can't even say this. You know? Because I'm in the UK. But we tried, at the end, I was sneaking in some base shit towards the end. Get that lesbian haircut out, bro. It's okay. It's better now. It's looking more like a Han Solo haircut, you know? Thank you for the 2.